Hey, it's Jim from Colton RV again. Here we are today. We're going to winterize a Class A motorhome. The first thing you're going to want to start with is finding your low point drains. Most of them on the Class A motorhomes are going to be here in the wet bay, and there are going to be a series of valves. When you open the valves, you're going to allow the water to come out from underneath the motorhome. The next step you're going to do while you're right here is take your water filter housing off. Drain that, remove the filter if there's one in it. Put that back in its spot. And then we're going to go over to the other side and drain the hot water heater. We'll come over and find out wherever the hot water heater is, and in this particular case, once you find the hot water heater, you're going to want to release the pressure off it. Make sure there's no pressure before you remove the drain plug from down here. Now, one pointer is to stay out to the side, otherwise you're going to get wet. And then you can open the valve back up, and that'll allow the air in and let the water out the top of the tank. Now, once this water stops draining, you're going to find the water bypasses. Some of them are going to be back over on the other side in the water bay. Some are right behind the tanks. This particular one, it is right here behind the tanks. Now, on this particular model, it has two water valves. All you're going to do is turn the water valves a quarter of a turn. Now the water tank is bypassed. The next step is to be going back inside the unit and opening up all the faucets and allowing air in the top so the water will come out the low point drains. Okay, now that we're back inside, you're going to go to each faucet, open the valve on the cold side and the hot side. Give it a minute to let some air in the top. That'll allow the water to flow out the bottom through the low point drains. And you're going to do that the same on the shower, the bathroom, and the toilet. Okay, now the hot side, the cold side, and you can actually hear a little bit of air going in. Let that stop, close the valve back up. Move over to the toilet and just push the toilet valve down. Hold it for a few seconds. That'll allow some air to roll. And now we go over here to the shower, do the same thing. Open the cold side, open the hot side, and at this point we're ready for antifreeze. Now your next step, once you've let all the water out through the low points, is going to be to close the low point drains and locate how your particular motorhome is set up to pump antifreeze through the system. This particular unit has a winterizing outlet or inlet. There's a valve under here on the pump that you'll open and allow the pump to suck antifreeze from my bucket here. Other units, you'll have to take this line off right here at the pump, put a line on it of some sort, put it into a bucket of some sort, and pull the antifreeze through in that fashion. This one, because they made it easy. We hook up a hose right here, and now we're going to turn the pump on, and it'll pull the antifreeze. And a lot of times what you'll have to do is open a faucet so that it'll allow the air out of the system, and you'll see it pulling the antifreeze through the clear hose, and you'll leave that open until your water filter fills up. and you see pink antifreeze coming out down here at your shower head. Once you get to that point, turn off the cold side, and then you open the hot side. You'll see how it goes back to clear where it's running water through, and you'll wait for a color change to pink. There's your pink, and you'll turn off the faucet. Now we'll go back inside and hit all the faucets and the washing machine inside. Okay, now that we're back inside, same thing with the outside faucet you do on the inside. Open until you see a pink, switch it over to the cold side until you see a color change back to pink. Run a little bit extra because that'll fill the trap so that your drain will be protected. Now you just go back and do the same thing for all the rest of the faucets inside here. Okay, here in the bathroom, same thing, clear until it turns pink. Switch over to the other side. Get your pink. Run a couple of seconds extra to fill that trap. Shut that down. Go over to the toilet. Push the water valve down. You got pink antifreeze. And you're all good with the toilet. Now to the shower. Cold side till you see antifreeze. Hot side again till you see the antifreeze. And a little extra to put in the trap. And then we'll move to the washing machine. Okay, now with the washing machine, you're going to turn it on. And you're going to start your cycle. You should hear the antifreeze running. Sometimes there's a delay. It takes a couple of seconds for it to decide it wants to let water in. Now you can hear the antifreeze, or hear the pump running, and now you'll just watch in the bottom of the drum until you see antifreeze come in the bottom of the drum. Now that we have antifreeze, you're going to pause your cycle. Change the setting knob to spin and drain, and restart the cycle. And that will allow the drain pump to get antifreeze into it. Once you hear the drain stop running, you can pause it again, turn it off, and your washing machine is winterized. Okay, now that you've got antifreeze through all the faucets, we're going to turn the water pump back off, disconnect our hose, and at this point you've got antifreeze, you're winterized, and you're ready to go for another winter season. And you can open it up in the spring and you won't have any issues.